wanted to, one, grow my career. Two, I like learning. So I just wanted to expand my knowledge in terms of understanding the way the business world works. I work in non-governmental organizations, and we work with both global teams and also local teams. So I needed to expand my skills in terms of how can I manage that part. And specifically now for sustainability is because most programs, we all need to be sustainable. It's a big thing now, both is it environmentally, financially, for the programs that we do. As you work, it's very difficult to attend classes in session where you go and sit in a class. And the kind of role that I do, I travel a lot, sometimes to remote places. So one is I needed a university that I can be able to study even when along the travels. So that's why I choose online. The fact that you now want an international accreditation because the world is now more global. I want to look at it from the point of once we are connected, you can be able to get opportunities to work internationally because Nexford is an international university over local. Having studied my bachelor's in local and now doing this internationally, I think even the way the class is designed, this is the first time I'm doing an online class to get accreditation. And I think the way the class is designed, the way the content is designed is more or less making me think, and it is more reasoned as opposed to the others where we used to learn very, very same old things. And it doesn't encourage you cramming and bringing to an exam. I think it is more of application. How do you think? How do you feel? How do you criticize what is working right now? And I think that is why I chose Nexford. And then the flexibility of Nexford in terms of payment. And finally, I must say their customer care, because they followed me up, gave me the options. I was really supported in terms of just making sure I make the correct decisions. They didn't push me to make the decision. They assisted me towards getting to that decision. I've been able to learn a lot. Majorly is how to manage multicultural teams. Another thing is how to manage your team. Some of them are virtual because I also work with teams that are virtual. We work in the field, so sometimes I have to sit with them, catch up with them. How do I set up those meetings or calls? What do I look at? How do you motivate the same teams in different areas? So these are some of the skills that I've been able to learn so far. And just working with teams and how to understand how culture affects how we reason, because sometimes we can always think everyone is thinking like me, but they're affected by where they come from. I'm looking at advancing my career into maybe greater role globally, working with teams from global, and now remote work is a reality and the world is becoming one little globe. This is why I think it is helping me a lot in terms of studying, and part of it is also communication, because I'm doing this, and as a trainer you need to communicate quite explicitly and ensure your teams are understanding what you're doing. And just also managing such kind of workforce is huge because you have lots of team. The community is, when I look at the way we interact, both local, because we have both the Kenyan community, which is very active, and also the international community that is also there from whatever country, Nigeria and all these places. So we meet there, we critique, we develop each other's points and ideas, and I think that is very, very eye-opening to see how people reason. The career team in terms of introduction tips, webinars that are also recorded. So if you miss, because you're at work sometimes, but you can get all that content. And also the other day I attended a webinar where they are partnering with Straya. So if you want to do class online or move to the US to start doing it online, physical classes, then you can freely transfer your credits to another international university and be able to, to proceed. So I think that is very interesting for me. But also say the career team, both my student learner support and the professors have been quite hands-on. And true to their word, they'll tell you they'll revert within 48 hours and they do it within or less, and which is very, very encouraging. Quite a lot of reasons why I would recommend. One, flexibility in terms of payment. They are very flexible. The content and the way the learning is designed is thought-provoking. They're content that I sat down one day and I thought, how would I ever gotten to this kind of such information, or certain kind of research that maybe you did not even know that is backing what is already happening. So if anyone is out there who wants to improve, and get to expand their thoughts, then definitely I would recommend Nexford. In terms of even, as a student, you always want to know your grades, right? And I like the dashboard. I like the way the grading is done. Quite fast. Within few days, you already have your grade, and you can see how you're doing and how you're improving, which is quite good. The content is great. I would say the content for learning is actually very great because you learn quite a lot that would refer. And one thing that is bold about Nexford is to see in the university that can actually tell you can actually study here or study here instead of just, it's Nexford, it's nothing else. So I would recommend Nexford to any professional.